Oh man, wait a minute. It's a dog and pony show, guys. You know who I blame? I blame Greg because he's the one that hits the button for the. No, I'm just kidding. He doesn't. I control all the buttons.
Greg.
Hey everybody, how is it going? It is a beautiful, beautiful Saturday morning here in my neck of the woods. I don't know about the rest.
Were you saying that about the beautiful because I'm on?
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man, absolutely. We have Lance from Lansing, Michigan joining us today, everybody. Filling in for our good buddy Greg because he is out at a Mythic Meetup today, spending some quality brotherly time with our friends from the Cabal in his area. I don't know how far he's having to drive to like get to that, but yeah, he told me midweek, he's like, dude, I totally forgot. It's supposed to be our Zolocon show, and I'm not going to be here. I was like, man, it's cool. We got you, man. Go do your thing. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for filling in.
Good. I mean, I would try to fill his shoes, but he's probably not wearing any. So, yeah.
You could fill his flip-flops for sure.
There you go.
Yeah. We're going to be talking flip-flops later today. Let's say, do you want to give a shout out to everybody in our chat this morning?
Sure, absolutely. We got JMax77 out there. We got Blake, aka Recon Rage. We got the artist formerly known as Twizzler19. Freaks Figures.
Always.
Greg's out there, a little new to Mythics. So now that he sees that I'm live, he's probably going to go live on his channel here in just a second.
Probably.
He did that last night. It was fun. We had a good time. Let's see who else we got. MJ Staten is here. We have Jersey Shore Juggernaut. Welcome. Dave Orkin is in the house. Got Jesse Marshall of the Marshall Clan is here. Charlie Squared. We got Omar is here. He was an accomplice to Greg going live at the same time as Offworld last night. You're guilty too, Omar. A little bit, a little guilty. We got Alan out there, Vine Jungle Figure Factory. Kevin Hamilton of Kevbox Toys. If you're in the Euless, Texas area, check out his store. It's an awesome store with lots of cards and toys and all that kind of good stuff.
And we're live there. You can go in the store and you can see us live. So hello to everybody shopping there this morning.
Hi, people. Let's see. We got Tango Toys 16, Jen, aka Lucky Sprinkles, William Husted is here, and I think that's it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so let's kind of go over what we're going to be talking about today. Just want to make sure that I forgot to announce that Double Jointed is, in case anybody's taking notes, we are the official Red Sonja live stream, official trademark. So just wanted to let everybody know that. Let's see here.
I do have a couple of things to promote real quick if you would indulge me for a second.
By all means.
In a little while, a few hours, Saturday Day Live is going to have Mike from Zolocon on. I'm going to talk about all the Zolocon information. So if you have questions, if you just wanted to know a little bit more, he will be giving all that information that's on the Hedgehog Action channel for Saturday Day Live. And breaking news yesterday, we broke this on the mail call with Blake, but the Wolf King is back. Dirk has the site up and running. Wolf King Customs is up, and the Art by Ackerman brushes are on the website. So for any of you that have been asking me about brushes, and I told you I didn't have any because Dirk had my last supply, and they are on the site while supplies last. They will also be at Zolocon and a few other shows coming up. But yeah, Wolf King is back.
Nice. Had this little sound clip that I brought over.
I don't even need the extra hands. Just give me 2 fists and I'm good.
There you go.
That's it.
So if you need 2 fists, are you gonna have a table at Zolocon, or is it?
I'm not there. I wish I could go
Dirk is
there,
bringing them.
Dirk, yeah, the Wolf King will have a table there. So yeah, Dirk has
I will
all
go
my
by and
remaining
say hi.
supply. Oh, looks like Kevin has some in the store too. I knew he had bought some, but I didn't know he still had some in stock. So
There you go.
So if you're watching us at Kevbox Toys, grab yourself some brushes, do some customizing.
There you go. I will be doing some customizing this afternoon. I got in my set from a friend of Rob Zamora hooked me up with a printed 3D printed set of the Abyssal Throne from Savage Crucible. And good Lord, I did not know that thing was going to come in like 63 pieces. It's been a lot. I've been priming a lot this week, and I just started painting the throne last night. So it's gonna be a long process, but I can't wait to get that going. Let's check back in on the notes. Today we're going to be doing some unboxing because in honor of Curtis, we all know that his favorite toy producer is Super 7. He and I will be opening 2 Super 7 Ultimates today, which is great. Our double down is going to also be on Zolocon 2026. I did a pretty thorough deep dive into all of the exclusives that will be offered there, but I'm not going to say that it is a definitive list because I do not know if it is a definitive list. There may be some things that I've missed, but I think we've got probably 12 to 13,
near
14.
definitive list.
It's pretty cleose. It's pretty
close to definitive list.
Absolutely. And then a little bit here. Oh, yeah. Let me so I've been extremely lax on reviews this past week. I only got one review up on Monday. It's been a crazy busy week. I missed my Wednesday and my Friday drop, but fear not. This is what we have coming up for the next week. I have my 2 of the figures that I have from the retail wave are coming in today. I got a Vernalis Arden scale and the Frankenstein's monster, the green one. Not to be confused with Frankenstein's creature. I did not realize they changed the name until I watched Jeremy's live Wednesday night. And was it either this Wednesday night or last Wednesday night? He talked about the box. I can't remember, but they changed the name for the green one, which is really cool. I will be doing a review of the Action Force Armory 10 and the Gong Studios Hush Superman, which I just got in. So
that
got some coming.
I want to see.
Oh my gosh, that Superman is nice. It is nice.
I'm on the fence on that one. That might push me over the edge.
Well, let me tell you, one of the cool things about it is that I would say, unlike the Batman, which is most definitely, you can look at it and go, oh, that's Jim Lee's artwork from Hush. I would say this is less of Jim Lee's artwork and more of just a classic suit Superman. Like, that's the cool thing about it is I think you look at that Batman and you go, yeah, that's the Hush Batman. But if you just want a black and gray Batman, it's cool. This is definitely like, you don't even have to have read. I mean, it comes with a Hush accessory. It comes with some poison ivy vines, which there's a storyline in which she corrupts his mind, Superman's mind, with her poison vines. It does come with that, but outside of that, it is just like a classic Superman. So if you just want a good classic Superman with cloth goods and 1/12 scale, yeah, I can't wait to see how it pairs up with the Muff Toys Protector of Metropolis, because that's going to be cool. I'm looking forward to that. So let's get into a little bit of news. I did want to share this. It is the last weekend to pre-order the Arcan, the Cruel, and Oksana figures from Joe Manganiello's world of D&D characters. You want to get these this weekend from storehorseman.com. This is the last time to be able to get them at the reduced price. I don't know if I have my prices right. Curtis, correct me here. I believe that the Arcan is currently $70 on the site and will be is it 75?
I believe it's 75 and 100, right?
And it'll be 100 after this weekend. All the retailers, online retailers, will get them, but he'll be 100. And then she is 50 and will be 65 later. Is that correct?
I don't think she was that high. I think it was I'm not sure. I thought it was like only like $5 or $10, but
okay, so maybe it's 50 and 60. Sure. Maybe she'll go for 60. Maybe. She's currently 50.
Somebody
whatever she is now.
Somebody correct.
Whatever she is now.
I know somebody knows.
Yeah, somebody hit us in the chat. Let us know what the prices are just to make sure. But that is the last weekend to pre-order that. And we are going to be talking about Zolocon in our double down, but this is not an exclusive. That section will totally be exclusively exclusives. I'll get it right here in a minute.
There you go.
But we will.
Exclusive.
Yeah, I want to kick off just in case. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but just in case you are not familiar with what went down this week. So the Four Horsemen announced that they are going to have a legendary female warrior to partner with the female warrior from last year. That was their traveling show exclusive. We kind of thought this was coming because last year I believe on the package it did say, and legend has it that he's been seen traveling with a woman, and so I do believe that we kind of figured this was coming, but we didn't know that the shit storm was coming. We didn't know that was going to happen. So what happened is after this was released, come to find out, it looks like the official Red Sonja Instagram account, the lady who runs that, she completely crashed out and went on a spree and kind of went nuts on Instagram and was spamming people's posts, getting in people's DMs. And we're going to go over that a little bit. But the end result is that 2 of the heads were going to have to be removed. The Four Horsemen decided to take the high road here and decided that they weren't going to kind of like fight this. I think it's a gray area. I think they would have come out on top, but the end result would have been that these figures would not have made it to Zolocon, maybe not Toylanta. They would have been postponed for a while.
Yeah, it probably would have been tied up for a year or more in litigation. And, I agree with you that I don't think that the likeness is enough that Red Sonja official would have won. But in the meantime, they would be sitting on this stock and they wouldn't have the touring figure this year, and people just, would be out. And that's not their style. So they made the choice here to not only remove the head so that we'd still have it available, but even to reduce the price, which I thought was nuts. Because they had already produced these, they already paid the price that they're going to pay for it and stuff. And now they're having to use manual labor to go in to each one of these packages. And if you think about like how many legendary barbarians sold last year, right, across all the cons and at Legion's Con in the in-stock sale, they've already confirmed that the production run on this is basically identical to the legendary barbarian. So now think about all of those that sold last year and somebody having to open up every single one of those and pull out a couple heads. That's a lot of labor. And then they still reduce the price on this. So kudos to them.
Yeah, exactly. And I do think reducing the price is the right move here, because inevitably you are going to have the people who are going to complain. It's like, okay, you're taking value out, but you're charging the same. I don't have a Facebook account, so I am no longer in the cabal. So I am not able to see, but you, sir, are a moderator there in the cabal, one of the admins. And so I'm sure there's been quite a bit of discussion about, prior to the price drop, about price. I don't know if there was that big of a outcry.
No, it wasn't huge. There was a handful of people asking, and they weren't even like demanding. They were just asking if the price would be reduced. And I was replying to a lot of them saying, I can't see how they would do it, because the cost is already in this, right? And then in addition to that, they're now having to add this manual labor. But they proved me wrong, and the next day they did announce a price drop. So I was surprised, but no, it wasn't too bad. Now, there's some other people outside of the cabal on certain YouTube channels and stuff that decided that they wanted to, poke fun and make this a bigger deal than what it was. But within the cabal, it wasn't too bad. So
yeah. Bill's right. A lot of sacrifices being made here by the Four Horsemen with the situation. Huge props for how professional and generous they're being with this. Yeah. Jeremy did say on his live stream Wednesday night that fear not, the 2 redheads will be made available, and anybody who wants them will get them. You and I were discussing this week. You you brought up the topic of possibly at the Armory experience. But then after hearing Jeremy, maybe it makes me think that, that's still a limited number of the cabal who get to make it to the Armory experience. So I'm now starting to think there's probably a heads
it
pack
could
or
be
something.
like the cosmic accessory packs that they've done. They might just have like a heads pack with those in it. So
Yeah.
I mean,
But
one way or
nonetheless,
another,
we
they're
are
not going to
getting
let
it.
those things that are produced. They're not going to just not use them.
Right.
So
Yeah.
they're gonna come out somewhere.
I'm glad Bill's in the chat. So he posted this on Instagram. I thought it was beautiful. This was one of the best memes to come out this week. Was this meme that it's evergreen. It never gets old. It works in so many good situations. I'm sure there's one out there, with the Drake hands, like, nah, that, like, I'm sure there's that. But I did want to, I was going to kind of, I try to stay neutral in all of this as much as I can, being a channel that does reviews. I'm in a weird position to where, like, I want to be able to talk about certain toys from certain toy companies and don't need the backlash that comes with how vocal some of these people who run toy companies are. Now, I will say that I was reached out to. I did not reach out, but I was reached out to someone that has very good ties to Boss Fight Studios. And I was kind of hesitant to even bring this up, but I feel like I feel like it kind of needs to be. And I was told by this person who reached out to me, I did not reach out to them, that this had nothing to do with Boss Fight. That Boss Fight did not instigate any of this issue with the Four Horsemen, which, I'm just reporting what I was told. So we're going to take that for what it's worth. I do not know.
As someone that doesn't really mind the heat, because nobody really cares about me or my channel anyway, I will say that if they did not have anything to do with this occurring, they are also not denouncing the actions of Red Sonja Official. They're not saying, hey, this is not even close to our product. They're not saying anything publicly, which I think is just as bad. And
I agree.
And Boss Fight definitely has a history of doing some less than honorable things, and I'll just leave that at that. So yeah, I don't give them a pass, even if they weren't the quote unquote whistleblowers. I don't give them a pass.
Bill says he didn't create that. He just posted it was Freaks Figures. So that's awesome. I could not agree more. I think that it would behoove Boss Fight to come out and say this, but let me play devil's advocate here. Okay. Let me play devil's advocate. If I had to speculate on why they haven't come out and denounced it, I would say that it is probably in fear of angering Red Sonja Official LLC and losing the license, if I had to guess. So they are probably staying quiet because of that. If I had to guess, if I was somebody at Boss Fight, I think I would not want to say anything, but then you have to weigh the outcome, right? You have to weigh
that's exactly what I was going to say.
What is more damaging, losing the license or losing community equity or brand recognition or brand reputation, let's say. So
they already did not have the best reputation anyway, and not the best reviews when it comes to their product, and now pissing off people as well. Like, to me, it's worth, having like, if I'm Boss Fight, at least have the conversation with Red Sonja Official and say, hey, this isn't close, man. This is not, whatever. I would at least have that conversation, but just being quiet and not doing anything has really turned off a lot of people that were interested in maybe buying stuff that they have coming out that are now not going to. So, right. Yeah. Every decision that you make as a business has pros and cons. And I hope that they're evaluating that and make a good decision.
So let me shed a little light on this because you guys know, because a lot of you are almost all of our chat group that we're a part of, the Cabalers chat group, our private chat is in the chat today. And I just want you guys to know, I've been largely quiet on this all week because I've had a couple conversations with Curtis, a couple conversations with Greg, but I've largely stayed out of the fray because I don't know enough about the inner workings of Boss Fight and Red Sonja. But I did a little digging, and I found this, and I just want to kick things off with this. Let's start here. Let's start with the actual website, the actual Instagram account that started these attacks. Who started out saying, I believe it was, this is not an officially licensed figure. You can buy the officially licensed figure at Boss Fight Studios.
Boss Fight, yes.
Yeah. So they started out okay, but I don't know if as the day went on, as the night wore on, if this person got in their cups and was getting a little tipsy. I don't know, but they quickly devolved into attacks. They quickly devolved into jumping into people's DMs and attacking people personally. And I just would like to point out that if you look right here, it says negativity equals blocked, like on the official Red Sonja Instagram. Now, who actually runs Red Sonja? Let's look at this, because I had to do a deep dive on this. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. So it appears that this is an article from Geeks that ran basically about 4 to 5 years ago. It ran 5 years ago. It was updated 4 years ago. It looks here as if the person who runs Red Sonja. So there's a couple things to know here. Red Sonja is actually, the rights to Red Sonja are owned by two different entities. Okay, so the publishing rights to publish the comic books is a company called, I believe it's called, let me see here. Is it like Legendary Entertainment or something like that? They're actually the president. They are the people who actually own the publishing rights. The movie rights are owned by the movie studio. So those are like two separate things. So this woman, Shannon Kingston, this whole article is about how she does business. All right. She is the operator of the Red Sonja Instagram page, where she curates fan art and cosplay. She does much more than that, though. Her title is Vice President of Merchandising, under which she's responsible for overseeing all business decisions, finding licenses, assisting in the creative process of all licensees, along with running social media. She purchased the rights to this along with her husband, who also writes many of the Red Sonja comic books, I come to find out. So she takes full responsibility. She's very proud of the fact that she runs the Instagram page. So, let's kind of go through here. Used to be called Shannon Slushel before she got married. Let's see here. She's become a staple at the Playboy Mansion. So there's that. I'm not trying to shame. I'm just trying to point out some stuff. Here she is with her lovely husband, Luke Lieberman, in 2010. Luke acts as president of the Red Sonja LLC and has written over 50 Red Sonja comic books. She also is a cosplayer known for cosplaying as Red Sonja. And then here is what I find this very interesting. Let's just kind of, let's go through this. Shannon herself is a stunner. She says she's a true beauty, comes from the inside, and that if people want to be a good person, they should be able to look in the mirror and ask themselves, am I accepting of all races? Do I treat people equally? Do I do to others as I would want to have done to me? Am I respectful of my elders? Do I pay people with compliments and mean it? Do I really listen when I'm asked a question and when people when I ask someone a question and they answer? Do I hold doors open for people? Do I give back to my community? Do I power trip? Do I lead with my ego? Do I remember that everyone has their own baggage? Hey, you know what? These are all great. I love all of this. This is fantastic. But
The
I'm a
words are
big
good.
proponent. The words are great, but I'm a
Yeah.
big proponent of let's walk the walk if we're going to talk the talk. Right? Like let's lead by example. And what I am finding is that in this instance, didn't really do that. Now, I'm not here to really point fingers. I'm really kind of pointing fingers in the right direction. Is really what I would more likely be doing here is that it seems like this lady is very proud of the fact that she runs this webpage, her Instagram page for Red Sonja. But I think how she went about what she did was not right. I think it'd be really nice for her to like come out and kind of apologize for it. I mean, she got the outcome she wanted, but I think even she would probably say, "Hey, I went about this the wrong way." So that would go a long way. Gosh, man, it's such a mess, dude.
So here would be my take on it. If I was a business that thought that somebody was stealing or had something close enough to my intellectual property, what I would probably do is reach out to that company and say, "Hey, I feel like this infringes on my IP. Let's have a discussion. Let's go through it." What I wouldn't do is go to social media, and I wouldn't even make a comment on the post saying, "Hey, this is BS" or whatever. But I definitely wouldn't comment underneath everybody else's comment. And I wouldn't start reaching out to people in the community in Instagram or on YouTube and start threatening them and start trying to ask them for money, which did happen. Like, we confirmed that. So that's from that side of things. So I feel like as a business, that was not handled very professionally. Even if you feel like that they are totally in the right with this claim, that was not handled professionally. From the Horseman side, and listen, hindsight is 2020, right? Last year they put out the Legendary Barbarian, and I don't think that there's any doubt in anybody's mind that two of those hairstyles in the Legendary Barbarian look like very famous characters, right? But all of the promotional material did not show those heads, those hair pieces. It showed the other. It showed the one that they were the primary look. And then those other things were in there as kind of an extra. I think had they done that again this year, and done it as a table drop instead of announcing it ahead of time, I think we're not talking about this right now.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
like
I agree
said,
with that.
hindsight 2020. But I think if the, let's say that all the heads that they did had the face paint on it, because that's one of the big sticking points for a lot of people is that, hey, I really wanted the one with the face paint. Let's say that the promotional material had the face paint and the black hair, and then these other ones are just thrown in the package, they just drop it at Zolocon with no announcement ahead of time. I think this is nothing. So
yeah. So another thing that I would like to touch on is real quickly, if this is, it's pie in the sky, man. It's like, what would I do if I were in charge? What would I do if I was at Boss Fight and I was in this situation? I would look at the situation of when they released their 6-inch Red Sonja figure, right? There was a lot of fervor over that figure when it was released because the face paint and the makeup and the paint applications did not match the promotional materials, not nearly as closely as what they showed off. What they showed off looked gorgeous. I had it pre-ordered, but then when it actually released and the figures actually came out and I saw the reviews and I saw how like completely different the paint apps looked on the face, I was like, this is ugly. I don't want it. And I dropped my pre-order. I think since, I don't know, like if as a company, does Boss Fight want to go back to the well on that? If I was at Boss Fight, if I was making the decisions over there, would I want to go back to the well and go, hey, we're going to take another crack at Red Sonja. We're going to do this again and see if we can do it right. I don't know if I would. And if that was my answer, if I was not going to go back to the well, what I would do is I would come out, I would denounce how Red Sonja LLC did this, announce that we on our end are going to cancel the license and not pursue any other Red Sonja figures because this is not how we treat each other in this community, and then go on about my business. That's what
that would make a great statement. That would make a great statement. And once again, you're weighing out potential future Red Sonja business versus everything else that you do and the way that fans look at you, right?
Right.
And if they think that Red Sonja is their bread and butter, and that's the only thing they got going for them, then I totally get staying silent, you know. But if you've got a lot of other things in the works, which I think they do, and you want fans to buy it, I think what you just said would be the smart way to do it.
So, yeah, let's go on and move on from this. I don't want to give it too much more oxygen. I do want to thank Brian Carr. $10 super chat here. 4-H is always classy and always does what's best for fans, and I think that's why we love him. Got to run. Can't wait to hang 2/3 of the triple jointed next week. I'll get Curtis a hug at LC. Great show. Yep.
Will Brian be at CarberCon?
I don't know. Brian, if you're listening, let us know.
We don't need to wait all the way till November. I'm just saying.
But Brian is graciously putting not only myself, but also Greg, and now we've come to find out Benny Torres. All three of us will be staying in Casa de Car next weekend, hanging out for Zolocon. Let's see here. Let me
this one that Dorklair is talking about, the company that was working with Red Sonja that did denounce their actions. I had not heard of them before. Now I have, and not only am I impressed with them doing that, but they actually have some stuff coming up that I'm pretty excited for. They got a Denver the Last Dinosaur coming out.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, I'm like, yeah, I definitely want that. So
yeah, absolutely. Let me know what that company is. I'll definitely give them a.
It's that one that he just mentioned. Bull Airs.
Bull Airs.
Is the company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and spread the word. Absolutely, 100%. And also, if you protect your license so much, maybe check and see who's writing and directing your movie, and make better movies, because that movie was garbage. Let's move on. What else we got going on here? Let me check my notes, see where I am. Oh man, we're down to the regular part of the show. All my stuff's out of order. So, man, goodness, let's get after it. What are we doing first?
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Curtis, I am so glad you are on the show today, because we have got some cringeworthy commercials. My God, this first one is the absolute worst. Man, I wish Trevor was here, because he probably had one of these. Oh my God, check this out right here. Tell me this isn't cringe.
Here's Milky, the marvelous milking cow. It's fun to milk her, gonna do it right now. She drinks the water when we pump her tail. She's raising her head, it's milking time now. Her pretend milk is filling the pail.
She drinks water and gives pretend milk.
Milky, the marvelous milking cow. Milky, the marvelous milking cow with pretend milk tablets. She's from Kenner.
Oh. Oof.
Man, I'm from Missouri, and even that feels a little too country for me. Holy moly.
The lyrics don't even rhyme. Feel the pail and lift her head. Wait a minute. Like
that's odd. That's a thing there.
Man, Jesus Christ. You know what goes great with milk?
Ordinarily, graham crackers don't expect much out of life. Oh, a dip in a glass of milk at best. But now, whoa! With Buzzy the Cookie Crafter, I can be a star. You can buzz me into a teddy bear, even a train with a boxcar. And then, to be the best-looking cookie you ever did see, you and Buzzy can decorate me.
Buzzy the Cookie Crafter, a safe new toy from Craftmaster. Batteries not included.
What a way to go. Thanks, Buzzy.
Have some cookies to go with your Milky the cow. I love this. Trevor goes, why in the world would you think I had one of these? I grew up in suburbia. No, because you always seem to have, like, if I put up like a wild toy, like from like the 70s or something, you're like, I had one of those. And I'm like, I was watching this commercial going, I bet you Trevor had one of these.
Didn't he have like the presidents? Like there was a line of like presidents that he had.
That's something wild. He always hits me with, oh man, I had one of those. And I'm like, you had the craziest parents. It's safe. It's totally safe. This was actually a repurposed toy. The cookie cutter was like a repurposed toy, because I remember running a commercial a few episodes back where it was like a cardboard cutter, and it was the same thing. It was like the little round disc, and it had this little blade that went up and down, and you could cut cardboard like shapes. And so I think this just got repurposed into like, let's make it into a cookie cutter. But all I could think of was like cutting the cookies and like the whatever that what's the Squid Game. Like I was trying to think of like cutting the cookies and yeah, it's a router. It's a router for kids.
More like milk games.
Yeah, exactly. Milk games. You had one because because city people want to live the experience of country life. Yeah. Like utter nonsense. If I could give a super chat to a chat, there you go. I'll see myself out. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was actually thinking that it'd be a good cardboard. Yeah, it did. They did. Yeah, it's just yeah, that's some good stuff. Well, let's keep the cringe rolling.
Hi, Grandpa. Can we give you a checkup?
Oh, sure.
Fisher-Price's first medical kit is very special. It comes with a stethoscope that really lets you listen to heartbeats. And a blood pressure band that can be squeezed. There's something to look into ears with and something to tap a knee with. Our medical kit has lots of things young doctors need to give their patients the very best of care.
Okay. I had this.
You had this. Of course you did.
I 100% had this.
Who did you play doctor on?
I don't remember playing doctor on anybody, but I loved it, especially the stethoscope. I would just walk around all day with that, like around my neck. But yeah, that I 100% had that kit. So
I did too. I remember I remember the thermometer where you would turn it and the temperature would go up. I don't have never mind. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's like, I had this too. Yeah, you're just performing like medical checkups on all your friends in the neighborhood.
It was much easier to get the temperature that you wanted on that than it was a regular thermometer. I was able to like leave school one time. I went to the nurse's office, and when she wasn't looking, I took the thermometer out and I rubbed it on my jeans and put it back in my mouth. And like it said, I had like 140-degree temperature. Like I'm dead.
Yeah. He's like, I think you actually died. Vance says, I had the expansion kit, baby's first defibrillator. Yeah. Yeah. You never want to
clear.
Yeah. Hey kids, this is a rectal thermometer. Yeah, you don't want that. I was ready for the little girl to break the bad news to Grandpa. Grandpa, you're dying. Exactly. You have stage 4 lipoma. I don't know. Oh man. You know what? I forgot to do something a minute ago. I apologize, everybody. I forgot to do something a minute ago because I am definitely going to be doing it because I took the time to put this shit together. So we're gonna be doing it. I should have ran this during the Red Sonja segment, and sorry to get back on this topic again, but Red Sonja Official LLC is going to have a lot of work on their hands because I don't know if you guys know this. There's a lot of Red Sonja product getting ready to come out, and I don't know if any of it's officially licensed. So we're going to go. It looks like Jada Toys is getting ready to do their Red Sonja Karate Man.
Blake actually just got that. Yeah, and it's a good thing he got it before they take it off the market.
Right. I too have this en route to me currently, and not to be outdone because we know that they're watching. It does it like Storm Arena also will be doing their version of the Red Sonja Karate Man.
Where does it stop?
It just keeps going. Those two companies. I'll probably end up with both of these, to be honest. It looks like Mondo is not staying away from the fray. They'll be releasing their Red Sonja Secretary Edition. Is coming out soon. I really like this because you can actually take her cross legs, lower body off, and then give her like actual articulated legs so she can walk around and create some of those well-known Red Sonja battle poses. It also has, looks like G.I. Joe is getting into the mix. They're finally getting into their 90s era, like Ninja Force line. So they're releasing the Red Sonja Warrior Biker
too. Oh man.
Yeah. Face paint and the Mohawk. Because you guys remember when Red Sonja had the Mohawk and wore a biker jacket. Looks like Super 7, who we're unboxing today, is going to be having King Red Sonja Batman. Kitty Red Sonja Kitty Man is coming out. It looks really nice. The crown is not removable, but you can see where they made sure you can see the trademarked Red Sonja red hair. And then, not to be outdone, Jack Specific is going to be, this one's going to be hard because this one's made for the kiddies. Their Knuckles Superman Red Sonja triple mashup. This is a menage a trois of licensing going on here. Red Sonja Knuckles. Oh boy, lots of Red Sonja product, guys, coming out. I believe that their legal department is going to be busy. It's going to be a busy year for them. Yeah, Fisher Price MRI, absolutely, exactly. Fisher Price Pap smear, everybody. This is the plastic speculum. I don't know why I know these terms. Let's see. What else are we doing here? What else have we got going on? Oh,
I'm just here for the ride. I'm a passenger.
I know, right? You're just like, you know what? This is so far off the rails. I don't even give a shit. Like, put up whatever you want. Sorry, I
was ready for the normal fun segments and stuff, and then we got into like serious stuff. I was like,
I know. No, we're doing it. We're gonna have fun. We're not gonna talk about it. We're not gonna mention that the rest of the show. We're done. That's all the comedy bits we had. Yeah, they're gonna have a hard time keeping up. Let's see here. I don't see Andy in the chat, so he may be asleep. He can catch it on replay. That's fine. Gives the rest of you guys.
I will say real quick, Alan's gonna be really sad when they take Beastman off the market. Because of the Red Sonja.
Yeah, connection. I forgot. Yeah, He-Man's Red Sonja.
That's his favorite. He loves Beastman, and that's Beastman had a good run, but he's done now. He's done. Unless
I mean, it's probably gonna
it's
probably gonna delay the He-Man movie that's coming out later this year because I think
I can see that.
Red Sonja beast form. Oh man, it's gonna be a mess. All right, guys, you all get a chance because Andy is not here. Scott Shirley, Sonja red tape. I think Trevor missed his calling. I think he's wasted on photography. Honestly, he should have gone into stand-up comedy.
He's pretty witty.
He's pretty witty dude. All right, here we go.
Natos, apodo. Μεγάλο πνεύμα, κάλεσε τους θέρωτους του ουρανού.
All right.
I got to guess, but I don't think it's right. It doesn't like the attire and stuff doesn't look like this, but just the animation style and the voices feels very Captain Planet-y to me.
Okay. All right.
And it doesn't seem like the right era for it, but I'm gonna go with that.
That's a good guess. I would say that's a really good guess. I think this show predates Captain Planet just a little bit. Gotcha. I'm seeing New Adventures of Johnny Quest. That's a really good one. Jersey Sources, Adventures of the Sun. Yeah, When Those Mushrooms Hit. Exactly. I actually had to go back and double check that I had not pulled like a Spanish language version of this episode, and I had not. This was the English language version, but they wanted you to be confused, I guess, as to what was being said. Adventures of the Sun. I'm hearing that again. All right. I think you guys are fully stumped here. The only person who would get this is Greg, because this was the clip that I ran in our unaired episode where we didn't go live for 30 minutes. So if Greg's watching,
guys in the chat, and you thought you were live the whole time, that was a good one.
Absolutely. I did this whole bit where I was like, now imagine you running through the jungle in booty shorts and you trip and fall, and then you got a magic bag of rocks. I did a whole bit and it was completely wasted. Apocalypto, the animated series. Yeah. Terrence Mann's classic. Yeah, absolutely. Was that Terrence Mann who directed that movie?
I don't know things.
Okay. All right, here we go. We're going to run that intro.
Wow. Interesting.
I vaguely remember watching this show once in a while as a kid. I never caught all the episodes, but I didn't realize. Look at it, he's riding a torpedo. Clearly, this is ripped off of the VHS back then.
So just as a callback to the Captain Planet thing, Captain Planet aired in 1990. Karate Kid aired in 1989. So
yeah, right along. I was thinking I was either going to say Terrence Mann or Mel Gibson. I couldn't remember who directed that movie. Isn't it weird that Mel Gibson directed Apocalypto and then never mind, I'm not going to get into it. Okay. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I knew it was one of. I love that movie. Apocalypto is great. It ends on this shot of I believe. No, that's why I'm thinking of the Terrence Mann movie, because I'm thinking of the one with the Native Americans, not the. Yeah, I'm thinking of something else. I'll see myself out. I don't remember watching a lot of this cartoon when I was a kid. But that intro makes it seem like they were like Mission Impossible. Like they just went on all these missions around the world doing stuff, which was pretty cool. I had the toys. I loved the toys as a kid. Yeah, this is Karate Kid meets Fast and Furious. Yeah. Can you imagine if Mr. Miyagi did all that stuff in the movies? Yeah, right? Has anybody seen the new Karate Kid Legends with Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio? I haven't seen it yet. I wonder if it's worth my time. All right. Let's keep the party rolling.
I was enjoying Cobra Kai for a while, and then they just kind of kept doing the same things. Like they would just go to random events, and every time a fight would break out, and I was like, okay,
yeah, here's a fight at a water park. Here's a fight in somebody's kitchen. Here's a fight at the car dealership. Here's a fight at a random furniture store loading dock. Yeah, I watched that show too. It was so
I just
bad.
Kept thinking somebody need to like their parents need to spank them more when they were younger. I don't know.
So they filmed that show. Somebody needs to spank. They filmed that show in Atlanta, and a few years ago, I was there with a buddy of mine, and he took me to where they filmed the exterior of the LaRusso house, like the exterior. It's weird because it's in this neighborhood, and it's the only house that has like this Spanish design to it in this entire neighborhood. Like it is. It's got like the stucco walls and like the Spanish tile roof, and it is not kept up. Like it is dirty, and like the roof was kind of filthy. So like, I don't know, like that was used for the exterior. Clearly the interior was like a set or something in a studio where they filmed it in Atlanta as well. But yeah, the house was up for sale for like over $1 million. And I think it was just because of the popularity of the show at the time. But yeah, it just was weird. I was surprised at how dirty and unkept up the house was, because it's like,
I was watching something on Karate Kid this week, and they were it was talking about the original movie, and it said like basically everything was like actually where it's supposed to be. Like it's in California, like no sets or anything. The only set that they had was Miyagi's house. Like they built the house, they built the fence, the cars, like they put all that up. And I guess after the second movie, they tore all of it down. And then when they went to go make the third movie, they had to recreate it. They had to rebuild it from scratch, like based on footage and stuff. So,
oh, wow.
That's pretty interesting.
Maybe that's why there was a delay in that third movie coming out.
Maybe.
Between 1 and 2. Okay, let's see here. What else do we have here? What's next? Let me get back to me notes. Always need my notes. I picked out one of these for us today. One that I picked just because you were going to be on the show. Something Transformers related, because I know you're really big into the Transformers blockies right now. So I picked one of these. Let's see here.
I know.
All right. So if you're already zoned in on this, what's immediately jumping out at you?
The first thing is the watch. I gotta get that watch. Like I was huge. Like when we did our thing with Greg on the hand candy and stuff, I talked about like I would try to sneak in toys to places. So I would like try to have things that I could fit in my pockets and stuff like that. This watch, like when that came out, it was an immediate must have. Like I told my parents, like I need this more than life itself. So
did
that
you use it's got a calculator, so
Dude,
like it can help me with math. Like,
yeah.
did you use that excuse?
I used any excuse I could to get it, but yeah, I had to have that because, like, you know, teacher can't tell you to take off your watch, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the number one for me. There's a lot of great stuff on this page, but that is immediately the number one for me.
Yeah. I want to kind of go with things that I didn't have as a kid. So I had Optimus Prime, I had Soundwave, I had oh man, I'm blanking on his name. The triple changer, the tank. Blitzwing. Yeah. Astro Train and Blitzwing. I had both of those as kids. So I'm gonna have to go. Oh, and Trax was one of my favorites. God, I love Trax. I'm gonna have to go with Devastator because I never had Devastator as a kid, the combiners, and then Omega Supreme. I never had that as a kid. I had a friend of mine who
My brother
did.
had Omega Supreme, and it was pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, that's rad right there. Am I remembering properly that it was motorized? You could turn on Omega and it would drive around the track on its own?
I believe that is correct. Yes.
Okay. All right.
I love the
let me see if
rocket.
I can read.
That was super cool.
Oh yeah.
But I also did not have Devastator. Like I had most of this stuff, but I did not have Devastator. That would be cool. But no,
Yeah.
you gotta have the watch.
I don't think I had any of the cone heads. I remember having Thundercracker. I didn't notice there's a third watch on the right side. It does like a triple change. It's like a robot, a watch, and like a little jet or a bird or something. I would definitely take that car watch though. That car watch is dope.
I just had the J, the silver one that's just like watch robot.
Yeah.
So
that's so incredibly cool.
Omar, these prices, like, dude, to go back and pay these prices,
Omega Supreme is $39.99. It does say two
That's
AA
crazy.
batteries included. So I think it was motorized. I remember that because I had a friend of mine that had it. I used to play with it a lot at his
that
house.
Jetfire right now goes for so much money. Like
he would never let me transform it into a robot. It had to stay as a playset forever. Like he's like, no, we don't transform it into a robot. And I'm like, dude, we're neglecting
the playset is a lot cooler than the robot, in my opinion.
Yeah, Jetfire was so sick back then. Yeah, absolutely. I love that thing. I kind of feel like it was like a Macross jet that like Takara Tomy had made, and they were just like, yeah, just put it in the Transformer line. We don't care. Like we'll fit it in. Man, those Insecticons are so cool. There's so many good Transformers on here, but
I was not an Insecticon guy. I hate bugs. I
do too. I don't like
the Spexians. I don't like either. You know, the Insecticon, like I'm not a bug guy. I don't need toy bugs.
Yeah, Greg and I have talked about this quite a bit. I do not like bug levels on video games, or it's one of the reasons why I'm not the biggest Halo fan, is because so many of their enemies were like bug-like creatures. I never really liked what was the big movie that everybody loved that had all the bugs? Starship Troopers. Like I wasn't into that, or I'm just not it's not that I hate bugs. Like I don't run from spiders or beetles or anything like that. Like I don't hate bugs in general. Like I just don't like bug designs, bug toys, bug levels in video games.
I definitely don't like bug. I will call Darla when there's a bug in the house and she has to come kill it and save me.
Nice. I did like the Insecticons. I have some. I believe Bombshell was my favorite, the one with the little beetle. Because let's see if I can remember their names. Like Kickback is the grasshopper, and then Shrapnel, is that the one with the pincers?
Sure.
I think I could be wrong, but yeah, I love the little beetle, the dung beetle. That dude's dope. Right there.
You said dung
beetle. Yeah, they're awesome. Okay, all right. Let's see here. Now that I've got off of what I need to do, let's see here. We're going to. Oh yeah, remember this? Now I told you we're going to talk about flip flops again. Who remembers moon shoes? Or as I like to call them when I was a kid, sandals. because my big ass wasn't bouncing anywhere if I put these on. I never had these as a kid. I was like, yeah, I put these on, I'm going straight to the ground in them. Like, these don't bounce. I never had these as a kid. Did you ever have these?
No, I think this is past my time.
Yeah, it is more about like a mid to late 90s, early 2000s kind of thing, I would imagine. But it did pop up, and I remember that shit.
Yeah, I'm like in college at that point, so
yeah. I never had these as a kid. I saw kids that had them, and the poo beetle, exactly. Bombshell is a rhinoceros beetle, absolutely. Yeah.
Trevor's trying to trigger Bill.
Yeah.
He doesn't like the word poo.
Oh,
you got to close it off. You got to throw the P at the end. Otherwise, it's just continuing to go.
Yeah, forever. Oh, no. Yeah, past my time as well. Gray. Yeah, moon shoes are ridiculous. I never had them. Yeah, you could. This is like walking on the moon.
I guarantee this would launch Guaisagway, though. Like he'd be bouncing like a mother on these. Yeah,
for sure.
They'd have to like extract him from space.
He's up there floating in lower orbit. Yeah,
he would literally be on the moon. It would bounce him that high.
Oh man. Yeah, I got some more 80s stuff coming for that. That was just I needed to get rid of that one. Yeah, all right, let's get to our pickups. It's been a pretty light year for me in pickups because ever since Christmas, when I decided that I was going to Zolocon, I've pretty much been saving my money for Zolocon. So I haven't picked up a ton, but I have probably more today than I've had all year to show off. So if you've got any, if you want to start off.
Sure. So went to Vegas, not this past week, but the week before, and did a couple travel toy videos. I got one more to go.
I've been missing those.
Trip. But if you saw the second one, you saw this, which was the Platinum McFarlane Mr. Freeze in the Superpower colors.
Love that.
This is one that I've been looking for a long time. I've never even seen it in person, not at a toy show, not at anything. And then went to this toy store that Sig recommended in Vegas, and there it was on the pegs, and I was like, yep, I got to get that. So
nice. Did you pay like regular price, or did you have to go over regular price a little bit?
I had seen it, like previous months and stuff. I had looked at it on eBay and stuff, and it typically ran between like $100 and $150, and I was like,
wow,
for a McFarlane figure.
No way.
They had it listed at 109, and I hadn't looked it up in a while, and it looked like the prices had dropped, and they were kind of around 80 to 90. They gave it to me for 85, and I was like, 85. I don't have to deal with shipping. I don't have to deal with anything on eBay. Just that works. Plus, I needed a travel toy for my video anyway. So,
sir, I applaud you. I'm gonna give you one of these. I'm gonna give you a, this is what super chats used to look like back in the day. I'm gonna give you one of those because I don't think I could bring myself to spend $85 on a McFarlane figure, but I know how much the Kinder Superpowers colors mean to you, so I'm glad about that. Jersey store, Tango Toys? No, that was the name of that store.
No, Tango Toys is another person in the chat.
Oh, sorry.
So they must have said something funny.
I went on a little trip last weekend myself, which is why Greg and I did a pre-record. My daughter had her first out-of-town dance competition. So we stopped at McDonald's because it's like one of her favorite places to eat. I was okay with it because they have currently the changeables there, the little thing. So I got this little McDonald's bag, which has the it transforms. This has one of the best names. This is the Pterodactyl.
That's clever. That is clever.
It's pretty clever. I was trying my best to get the Curtis the Great for you. It looks like each Walmart, each McDonald's has 2 a week because there's like 16 to get through. So they have 2 a week. So if you go in there, you can always ask. And since me and my daughter both got a Happy Meal, I was like, can you give me 2 different toys? I also got Boo Bucket, which was actually one of the ones I really did want. Nice. So it does have the different faces of the different McDonald's buckets. And then it just kind of opens up and his little
I know
arms.
our buddy Jeff Ray last night was saying that he's got quite a few of these with duplicates. So if people
Oh,
are looking to
nice.
trade, to hit him up.
Yeah.
So
got 2 of these little guys. Can't beat them. A little bit of hand candy there. Yeah.
very
2 more
cool.
little pickups.
All right. Speaking of hand candy, you already mentioned big into the blockies. I'm now caught up with all of the Defender series. But within each wave, there are 4 rares. There's 2 kind of medium rares and then 2 like super rares. And I've gotten a few pulls. There were a couple that I did not get that I really wanted. And one of them was this Soundwave that comes with Laserbeak and Little Ravage. Look at that cute thing.
Now that one's rare because it's like metal.
So this one has the metallic paint,
Yeah.
and it's got the 2 pets. So like the regular one does not have either of the pets. And then there's a mid rare that has the metallic colors but no pets, and then there's this one. And I just like this alone. So you can get them in the blind box. When you buy a whole set, you get all of the characters, but you're only going to get in one box. You'll get one of the rares, one of the 4 rares. But if you go on eBay, they will sell you these directly from China, and they will like you guaranteed to get it. So it's not a blind box thing. So if there's one that you like really want, now you're paying, instead of whatever, like $5 for a blind box, you're paying like $20, but you can guarantee that you're getting the one that you're looking for.
I may have to do that because I'm a Soundwave junkie. I've got a little Soundwave shrine behind me, kind of right there on the top shelf. A whole bunch of stuff.
I had to have it for the same reason. And then at the same time, I got this one, which is the super rare Rodimus with the Matrix of Leadership. So
is he kind of translucent, or just have like a gradient on the?
Yeah, he's got like these flames coming off the back that are translucent.
Beautiful.
His feet are translucent, and his hands. So yeah, he's
awesome.
He's pretty cool, but more than anything, I needed that Matrix of Leadership. Which you can kind of see there, but
yeah, that's dope. Let's see here. I got in. This is the package it came in, actually. I finally got in. If anybody made a purchase from C. Jessam during their not in stock sale, I don't know what to call it. Their pre-order sale. I think it was like about 18 months ago, or maybe close to 2 years. I don't know. It was a long time ago that I did this pre-order for soft goods. It's always a big deal when they do it, because I don't think they do it very often. So
it's all handmade goods by like really talented people that work with, toy companies, including the Four Horsemen. So it's been quite a while. And thankfully I don't even remember what I paid for this, which is probably a good thing. I forgot what I'd even ordered, but I did get a little Gandalf hat here, which is really cool, for one of the wizards. I got 2 of these because I just think they're just awesome. These little brown, they're wired like neckerchiefs, kind of like you could pull it up over the face. The little back part's wired. I got 2 of those, and then 2 pairs of trousers, probably for my skeleton warriors. I'm always buying stuff for them. I have so many freaking skeletons. So finally got that in this week. Totally forgot I'd even done that. So I would encourage people, like if you really like the C. Jessam soft goods, look at the pre-orders when they come out for the Four Horsemen, because like there's been figures that I've ordered extra just for the soft goods, because you would pay more for the soft goods by itself from C. Jessam than what you're paying for it with a figure. So it's like the figure is just kind of like a bonus. Like even if you don't like the figure, it's like a bonus. You could sell it, trade it, whatever, but you're still going to pay less for the soft goods. So
yeah, I mean, I think something like this, I think like for the longest time, and still is, like the soft goods that come with Poxus, the scarf around his neck, the wired
like wasteland look.
Yeah, like absolutely. And I say I don't remember exactly what I paid for this, but I want to say it was around $80 to $85 for pants. Like got, at least for $85, you got a Kenner's superpower colored Iceman. Mr. Freeze. I got a bag of pants.
I mean, like that new retailer, the snake guy, the Arden Scale dude. He's got that like hooded cloak thing. paying $50, you would pay $50 just for that hooded cloak thing. But you're getting him with the hooded cloak thing. So, I mean, it's a no-brainer. So,
yeah, absolutely. All
ready
right,
for me?
Back to you.
So showed this off on mail call yesterday. Got a Batman lunchbox from old Mike V. That's him. And thermos with perfect
thermos.
paint on it. Look at that.
Look at
Nowhere.
that. That is gorgeous. It's my favorite Batman right there.
Says on there. I don't know if you guys are going to see. It says 1982.
My favorite Batman.
So 1982, perfect paint, nowhere.
Smiling Batman.
Yep.
That's the Batman I have on my tattoo. That
there you go.
Man, I love Batman. Smiling Batman. There we go. Morning, Brick. Let's see here. What else do I have? Okay. This was a pre-order from, I think I pre-ordered this from Amazon. This is the Masters of the Universe Origins multi-bot. The pop and swap kit in a box. This was the king of popping and swapping back when we were kids. I think you can make, look at this, 43 body parts. You can make 1,000+ different robots. There's some options over there on that side. That's a lot of robots. And the size of this thing is, to me, they look bigger than like an actual Origins figure to me. So I don't know. I don't know if that's legit, if they actually are larger, but they do look pretty beefy in size. So
I never had that or Modulok as a kid, but they looked a lot of fun.
Yeah, again, I like this better because Modulok was very bug-like. He had a lot of bug parts.
Yeah, for sure.
Lucky skin, crab claws.
Well, I just got one more to show, and I won't go through all of these. If you want to see all of them, you can look at mail call from yesterday. But Blake got me a bunch of these Batman Hot Wheel vehicles. So there's that one. This one's kind of a more stylized one, like kind of cartoony. So it's based off the '66 Batmobile, but then it's like chunky. We got this one from. It's more kind of purplish tone. What's it? Let's go show one more. Got this one here from. It's got like a red stripe on there.
Yeah,
little bat in the front. So yeah, these are pretty fun. He's got me those. So thanks, Blake, if you're still watching. The only thing is, I like they look really nice in package, but I want to crack them open, and I'm like, do I leave them in package for the display value, or do I crack them open and play with them?
Crack them open, man. Crack them open. Here is the Pop Mart Gong Studios Hush Superman. Little preview there on the back. You can see, and I love that they include like an angry laser eyes Superman. I love the little
video coming this week.
Yeah, so, absolutely. I'm gonna get on it.
I'm not this channel, this very channel that you're watching right now.
It'll be here. Action Force had an in-stock sale, not a pre-order sale, about a week or so ago, maybe 2 weeks, where they were hawking their new tactical field gear tin. I love this tin. This little box is awesome. It's got a little hinge on it. This was like $85, I believe, and it opens up. You've got all kinds of goodies in here.
It's weird that it's got a hinge on it, but the owner is unhinged. That's weird.
Oh, I know. Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy.
It does come with. I'm glad you said that. With this guy, it's an exclusive. It's their exclusive. I forgot what he's called. Somebody in the chat can tell me, but it's just a different colorway of some of the army builders that they had available at Legion's Con. Their first and last Legion's Con, or had they made two? I don't know. 2 appearances. Black and greenish gray olive color. But the big draw here was not necessarily this figure, but it's just at the sheer number of gear that you get. These are all vests, tactical vests, different colors, slings, all kinds of like stuff for your. Because that I would say that's one of the missteps is like the amount of like gear to customize has been very light in availability. They've done a number of gear packs, but they on the secondary market they go crazy high. They were like $12 initially, and you could pay upwards of $50 or $60 for a gear pack, which I just refuse to do. During that sale, I also picked up this guy, which was really cool that they made the drivers of the Vanguards available. And I love the design of this helmet. It's got this like motocross style helmet. This is what they call the gray version. He literally is labeled gray, even though he's green and black. This one came exclusively with the gray Vanguard. I got the dusty one, so I have the green and tan version. So I just love the design of that helmet, so I picked that up. And then I call this week my week of it's like my I feel kind of bad because I had pre-ordered stuff from Action Force, and then I also had ordered a bunch of stuff from Boss Fight Studios. So it's kind of like my trader's kit, and it's like my trader's kit. I'm such a trader. But this is the Lucha Libre Legends of Lucha Libre ring from Boss Fight. So I got that in and a couple of accessory sets. And no sooner than I had made this purchase a couple of weeks ago, it took them forever to ship it out, by the way. But then they ran a Valentine's Day sale because nothing says loving like Lucha Libre. But look, check this out. It's got little extra heads in there. I love that. Little exclusive masks. So that's it for all my pickups. Got all that stuff in. So
I got a little something I down at the bottom of the screen there. I don't know if you can throw that up, but
I love this matrix. I love this.
Just right in here.
Yeah.
There
you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Right there. The little matrix.
I help you out a little bit. So
yeah, because I know we had talked a little bit before. It's like I think maybe on Greg's show about who would we put in that red spot. Now I've got my own answer of who.
There you go.
just from this week.
There you go.
But yeah, I also may have to put out a video about all the stuff that's going on and how I really have to try my best to stay neutral. It's like
just got another picture for you to pull up here. Hold on one second. This was sent by Alan in the chat. There you go. If you want to pull that up, a little size comparison.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like in the box, they look larger than an Origins figure.
They're pretty huge.
Like they are beefy. Yeah, I knew that was all right. So thanks.
And I'm glad Alan got that Beastman before they took it off the market.
Yeah, absolutely. Because we know, they're coming for
Red
that
Sonja
one.
man.
Red Sonja man.
Yep.
Feral Red Sonja. All right. Let's see. We are on to such a good part of the show. It's good because Curtis is with us and we're on to Super 7. And I am so happy that it worked out this way. It was between this and something else. And I think I kind of forced Curtis into this area, but you're actually, I hope you don't break your unboxing on camera on purpose, but I want you to show the kids what you're unboxing today from Super 7.
I'm going to open up this Melodia that I've been waiting for. I don't think they made this in the vintage line, but I've been wanting her for a long time, since I was a kid. So as much as I'm not a huge Super 7 fan, they're putting out like my favorite cartoon toy line ever. So I've got to purchase it because nobody else is making it. So
yeah, exactly.
It pains me, but I got to do it.
They're remaking my childhood. That was the very first thing I ever said to Brian Flynn the first time I met him in person. I was like, thank you for remaking my childhood. I appreciate it. Like, because it's the stuff that I wish I had as a kid. But now
I'm pretty sure that's not what I would say to him if I saw him.
Now here's the true test. Here's the true test, because something we haven't talked about was the tariff situation, because it's hard to talk about that without getting political. And I sure am waiting on a whole bunch of toy companies who were screaming our prices are higher because of tariffs. What they're going to do now. Let's see, as Super 7 continues with $65 Ultimates. I'm going to be opening the Conan Ultimates, Conan comic book Conan. Look at this, man. I love this artwork. Check that out right there. That's so dope.
I didn't even know that was a figure.
Yeah, this came out in a
Seen that.
2-figure wave of Cole and Conan, and they're both
I knew they
from,
did the
like,
movie once, but I didn't realize that they had done that. That's cool.
Yeah, this is a really fun figure that I was there thinking, I was like, what is a
Is
Super
this
7
one
Bolt?
supposed to make a bunch of noise like into the microphone? Is
If
that-
you can just get really
Gotcha.
close.
This is always the part of the show that makes me kind of cringe.
Sorry. Yeah, we do make quite a bit of racket in this. This is the ASMR segment.
Ooh,
And I apologize if by chance I have opened this figure before on the show. I can't remember if I have. I want to say that Greg and I did like a Conan episode where we both opened a Conan figure, and I
do you have
might
multiple of that?
No, it's the only one I have, and he has been cut out of the things already. The little plastic ties were already cut.
You mean
so
like
I
a
might...
different one that you opened? Like how could you have opened it if this is your first one?
Oh, sometimes when I open stuff, if I don't have a place for it on my shelf, it just goes back in the box and then back in storage.
Oh,
and
it's
then
like
when
you
I
got
was
a new
looking,
toy again.
yeah. I have a lot of figures. If they're not displayed, they're back in the original packaging, and they're either stacked up in one of my bookcases or they're behind me on the floor.
I'm gonna have Darla do that. Like if I ever get dementia, I'm just gonna have her like take my Mythic Legions and repack them each night, and then the next day it'll be like I just got a new wave that showed up.
That'd be awesome. That's not a bad way to do it. Yeah. Sometimes I purposely don't open figures once I buy them or get them in, and if I'm having like a really bad like mental health day, and like I just need to open a new toy, I can always turn right around in my floor and grab something that has not been opened yet.
Yeah, I usually have a pile going of stuff. So the only thing with the especially with the Horseman stuff, is I try not to open it until I'm ready to review it, unless it's like all old tooling. So that makes it kind of difficult.
So one of the things I want to show now, of course, we've seen this buck 1,000 times. This is their old classics buck. He-Man was put on this body, Lion-O, all the Thundercats. But one of the cool things I like about this is like his sword. This is pretty neat. So it actually plugs in to not only itself, and it's plugged in so well, but there's also, if you can see, there's a little hole right here on the side of the figure right there. And so the belt and the sword hilt both plug in to that. You plug in the sword hilt through the belt and then into that hole. And then there's a secondary hole, as we know, that you can use. If you don't know, discover, kids. Let's see what you can find. And then that way it clasps, although it's off center, you get the buckle right here and then his belt, and they're plugged in, and the whole thing is locked in. It doesn't move. That's pretty dope. Of course, you can put his sword in the sheath, and then he also comes with an axe, because Conan needs an axe and a sword. When you think of Conan and maybe you get a Conan figure, do you display them with a sword or an axe?
I've never bought a Conan figure in my life.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
So
I think they're cool, but it's not something I need.
Yeah. So we have got the snarling face, and then he does come with a more stoic face. I kind of like the snarling face. I think an axe is a little more barbaric. So, but I don't know, man. It's sword and sorcery for a reason, right? Like, gotta love those swords. He does come with 3 sets of hands, 2 gripping hands, 2 fists, and 2 splayed out hands. This guy's a lot of fun. That Omar says, yeah, let's get into this a little bit, so we can talk about it a little bit. The prices will not change. People bought it at that price. It isn't going down, and instead they will make more profit. Absolutely. I believe that's exactly what's going to happen. Is they'll now shift the tariff situation. They'll now say it's price of raw materials, there'll be that. Yeah. I would love to, hey, listen, for all of the flack that Bobby gets over at Action Force, and rightly so, because he brings it on himself. he is the only toy company that I know of that lowered prices when everybody else was raising them, and that's pretty nice. And you know, I don't know if it's true, but he told me himself at Legion's Con, out of his own mouth to my ears, he said, I have the same overhead as these other companies. So they're charging more just because they want to. Now, I don't know who he was talking about.
What a swell guy.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
But if you look at this, I mean, there's that Arnold Schwarzenegger pose just with the comic book Conan. I love this figure. I love things that look like cartoons or comic book art. Like I love that. And this is such a nice representation of the old comic book figures. Now, if Super 7 made a Red Sonja figure, I'm not sure I'd buy it.
I don't think they'd be allowed to.
Probably not. But there you have it. Love this guy. Not a lot to write home about. I'm interested in Melodia and how she has come out because she is the one from that wave that I am not getting.
First off, I gotta say these like musical notes, they're like, this is really cool. I love this.
Those are rad, dude. Those are so good. To set up a battle, her against Bluegrass.
I'm not sure, like it's pretty hefty. I'm not sure what that's going to do when I put it on this. Like it's gonna, I think it's gonna make it a little difficult for her to hold, but yeah. She does come with two heads, so she's got one kind of just like normal she's not impressed face. And then she's got like an open mouth kind of laughing type of face, which is what I went with. So yeah, there you go. I am not upset with this. This is pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
And she is holding it pretty. And who doesn't love a guitar? Really?
I know, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's great.
And honestly, I think she holds that better than Bluegrass holds his.
Well,
his is always sliding around.
The difference between them, Bluegrass's guitar has like a plastic strap that goes around. Hers is actually fabric. And so it holds it a lot better. Like it actually like rests against her neck and kind of holds it in place a little bit better than what his does.
That's smart. That is smart.
So that's a good upgrade right there. And I actually, now that I'm seeing this, it's just like a piece of fabric with a hole at the end that attaches to it, which is a similar design as the Bluegrass one. I might just try to replace his with a strap like this. I think that might help.
Yeah.
So
hey, if Darla makes some for you, send your boy too.
Is that like one of those new synthesizers? That was a little 1987 Motu for you.
Yeah. What is the curly wire thing that's coming off the back of her guitar? What is that? Like
some sort of, I don't know, like electronic device. Like at the end, it's got like a little, almost like a control pad.
Does that plug into her belt somewhere?
Or you know what? It might, because there is a hole on it. There's.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think
got a hole on it, but I don't know where it goes. There must be a peg somewhere that this goes onto, because it does have in the very back of it. It's got a hole. I just don't know where that goes. I'm gonna have to look at the promotional photos.
There you go. So, she looks rad, dude, for sure.
She's awesome. I like I said, I've wanted her since I was a kid. And so to finally have her is cool. That being said, if they could do a Vac Metal Copper Kid so I never have to buy another Super 7 figure, that would be awesome. Please. So.
Yeah, I'm waiting on a Flashback and Condor to be delivered, and then I'm going to pick up hardware later on. I still need a Vac Metal Copper Kid. I'd like you and I were talking before the show. I want a Vac Metal Flashback, maybe a Vac Metal Hot Wing would be great. And then after that, I think I'm pretty much done with Super 7 Silverhawks. Focusing on Tiger Sharks. Look at that. Copper Kid.
Yeah.
There must be a peg somewhere. That's right.
Yeah, I'm looking. I don't see one, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what this is supposed to plug onto.
Yeah, this guy is going to be saying.
I found it.
There we go.
So it looks like it goes on where the strap plugs in. It goes on the end of that. So
Oh, there you
There you
go.
go.
So not onto her belt, but
Yeah.
on.
yeah,
Sweet.
goes to the keytar itself. So
This Conan will stay out of the package this time because I have brought down all of my Super 7 Conan figures to all the movie figures to set up a display. Because I have a lot of Conan stuff, so he's going to stay out. Let's put the package. But there you have it. That is our unboxing, dude. I'm glad we did this because I'm almost positive I've probably opened this Conan before on the show. So let's see here. Good morning, Mark, Curtis, and chat. Better late than never. I'll have to start over from the live stream. Yeah, absolutely. Catch us on the replay.
she's starting to not want to hold it. Her arm is kind of drooping. So
see how it holds up over time.
I'll have to play around with it and probably put her in a stand like I did Bluegrass. I put him in a flight stand, which helped. So
oh yeah, all of my Super 7s are on a flight stand. My Silverhawks, because even the ones that are just standing straight up, because them ankles. All right, let's get to the double down. All right, so we're going to be talking about Zolocon today.
the almost definitive guide to
yes,
exclusive.
I'm going to say that this is almost the definitive guide to all of their exclusives. I am sure there are some that I have missed, but I tried to be as thorough as possible. And some of these exclusives are tied to a VIP ticket purchase. And when we get to that figure, I will do my best to call that out. So this will be my very first time going to Zolocon. Since I have been friends with all of you guys and we have started our chat, I know many of our good buddies, Brian and John McGovern, they live in Pennsylvania. A lot of people live up in that area and will be making the trip. I have never had a chance to. I've heard that it was great when it was at the planetarium or the centrifuge where it used to be, but now I hear it's even better now that it's in this larger space. So I am very much looking forward. I do have all of the Zolocon exclusives, thanks to friends going from past years, especially the ones from Super 7. But we do have quite a bit to go over. So if you're looking to attend Zolocon and pick up some exclusives, this is going to be for you. If you are attending, you may not know about some of these exclusives. Many on this list I did not know about until this week. And then maybe if you're not going and you don't know about these exclusives, you see something you want. I'm sure there's plenty. I'm sure there are plenty of people going that you can get somebody to pick something up for you. Yeah, Jersey man, I wish you were going to be there. That would be great. I'd love to see you again. We'll always have Legion's Con though. So we're going to get things kicked off here with the exclusives, and we're going to start here with the Warrior Beast. So this year, the Four Horsemen are taking a year off from making a Warrior Beast tribute figure. This is, I believe that, you guys correct me if I'm wrong here, but I believe that Mike purchased the rights to Warrior Beasts, and so some of these are remakes of old figures that came out in the Warrior Beast line. Some of them are brand new characters that he is creating for the very first time in the Warrior Beast line. I don't know which one the Snake Man here is, but he does look pretty rad. If you're into retro 5.5 He-Man style knockoff figures and you like black and red figures, this is definitely going to be a pickup for you. I do believe that this figure is I'm not sure if this one's tied to a VIP ticket purchase or if you can just pick this one up at the show. So yeah, it does come with that old Beastman style whip, looking pretty dope.
We were talking about that one last night, and I think that would make a really good like Four Horsemen one if they did like an exclusive. They could use that Ninian body and anytime they do anything black and red, it comes out fantastic. So yeah, I could see that.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. 100%. This would make a really cool. They've already got all the existing parts to make this happen. Let's see. This one I do believe is also I think this one is going to be available outside of the VIP ticket purchase, but it is also available with a VIP ticket package. This is the Zolocon show exclusive called the Necro and the Grave Runner. This is the newest release in the Realm of the Underworld saga, which is not to be confused with their Warrior Beast line. Figures look the same, but it is under a different banner. I believe this guy is has some glow in the dark. I mean, the whole thing looks glow in the dark here. Looks like somebody injured their knee and got some of that gauze tape that you wrap your knee and made a cape for this guy. No, I'm just kidding. It looks dope. It has a lot of like little skull attachments and things that are hanging off of like the saddle or the belts. This looks really dope if you're into that. Necro returns to the Battle Teams series, riding Grave Runner into the darkness. Expose these glow-in-the-dark warriors to light and charge the curse. I bet these look dope. Really cool. Let's see here. What do we say? Were the Beast War figures the little animals with holograms on their chest? Battle Beast? Battle Beasts.
Yeah, not Beast Warriors was like basically a Motu knockoff line.
Yeah, there you go. Next up, I don't know anything about this. Seems to be another Mike Zolo property that he has picked up or maybe created. I don't know the impetus of this, called the Zolo World Retro Release. So these are like little, I'm thinking like little scale figures. I believe I read that these were going to be, some of these would be blind bagged. So you don't know if you're getting the green one, the purple one, the regular colored one, or the exclusive clear, like probably the hard to get one. It's probably this clear one here called Eclipso. We have Private Ham, Hazy, and Nebula. The Astro Apes, they look pretty cool. Not something I am interested in, but I did see them, and I do believe these are also tied to a ticket purchase too. I don't mean that in that you have to purchase. What I mean is they have bundles. They have different ticket bundles, so you can get a VIP ticket with the monkeys, and then, or you could buy the monkeys separate, or you can get a VIP ticket purchase with Grimm, or you can purchase Grimm separate. That's what I mean, is that there are bundles in which you can get a ticket, a VIP ticket, and one of these exclusives, so that when you pay for your ticket, you're paying for your exclusive, so you're guaranteed to get one. That's what I mean. Yeah, right. Like that little space. Who doesn't need a little space monkey in their lives?
True words are never spoken.
These are really dope. I really like these two. They're having a very special Night of the Living Dead event. And I believe this event, if I'm not mistaken, is on Friday night. I think it's called Dining with the Dead. And you can actually eat dinner with some of the actors from the original Zamero Classic. So they have a couple of these exclusive figures that you can buy the figure and then get it signed by the cast at the dinner. They're doing this. This guy here says posse member, sound engineer, and so much more. Gary Strainer is joining us at Zolocon 26 with an announcement sure to wake the dead. For decades, Gary has helped keep the spirit of the night alive. That's who this guy is over here. He's a camera operator, sound guy. So one of these little 3 3/4 inch action figures is of that guy. I believe he'll be there, and you can get your figure signed. The guy who Russ Strainer, come on, that's got to be that dude's brother. Is joining them as well. He played Johnny in Night of the Living Dead. You can get his, so he'll be there as well. That's pretty dope. I believe you can pre-order these along with a ticket if you would like. They have a bundle of this, I believe. And then something that I think most of us here. Oh, Ray Paz. Hey, Mark. Hello, Curtis. Nice to meet you. So you have. This is the offering from Four Horsemen. Typically, they have in the past 2 years done the Warrior Beast tribute. This year, they're doing a tribute from the other line called Realm of the Underworld. And this is Grimm the Executioner, made from all existing parts. This guy is looking pretty dope. I think the only thing we don't have here, or haven't had here before, is this hood piece, I believe. Looking pretty dope. Here's the loadout. You're getting a white skull, a red skull, this clear skull, and then another clear skull with the mouth disconnected. Another rat. Can't get enough of those. Is this the axe that came with like the new Urzok?
Yeah.
new Urzok hacks. Yeah. And so it looks like a full hands pack here, a
And
knife.
don't forget, he's got an open boom boom hole as well. It's totally uncovered. It's out in the open.
Totally.
Yeah.
He has no shame. He needs it. He needs to take this little loincloth and flip it around to the other side.
He's fine with it by the way it is. So
yeah, he literally doesn't care. It might be why he hides his face though.
Yeah,
he's
might
like,
be.
I'm not gonna, I'm a little
Maybe
modest.
he's got a little shame. Yeah.
Little shame. This was the VIP ticket bundle that I purchased so my Grim is already paid for. But I am looking forward to this. But now that you've said the snake guy, I kind of want that guy. Let's see. Harbinger Studios is going to be there, and they I don't have a tease for their, because they have not teased anything other than to say they are going to have a secret table drop at the show. So can't wait to see what it's going to be. It's definitely not going to be one of these guys. These are not slated to come out until much later. But they're going to have a number of offerings, and they will have an exclusive figure. This is definitely something that's on my budget, is to pick up whatever table drop it is. And then Action Force is going to be there. Bobby and crew, and they will have this exclusive figure. It is their new I forgot what this guy is called. Somebody in the chat can tell me. I don't remember, but they do have a new line of pirates coming out to battle the forces of good in Action Force, called the Black, and I think they are led by this guy who is like Captain Tentacle Face is what we're going to call him. He looks pretty dope. I think this is hecka cool, and you can get this exclusive translucent green head. I don't know if it glows in the dark. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, who knows. But this will be an exclusive figure there. I do plan on picking one of these up. I think it looks pretty cool. 100%. Yeah, Ray Paz. Yeah, it is. The whole team of pirates is called the Black, and the subline is called the Black, but I don't, this guy's got a name in particular. I don't think I pulled the image for it, but he has a file card online, so his name is out there. But yeah, he's pretty sick. This looks awesome. If you're into Skeletron, which I am, but I'm into the 6-inch line of their figures. Skeletron is going to be there, and they're going to have not one, but 2 exclusives. They're going to have this guy. This is their 3 3/4 inch O-ring. This is called the Yeti. They're going to have 2 variants of the card back, not the figure. The figure is the exact same, but the card back is different. You'll have a masked Yeti card back, and then a unmasked Yeti card back. And then their next figure that they're going to have at the show that's going to be an exclusive is this guy. I forgot what he's called, but this is a figure that they've made in connection with Grindstone Toys and Marauder Gunrunners. This is going to be a really cool figure. These are both in that 3 3/4 inch O-ring scale. So your old retro GI Joes is what they're going to be, but there are openings on the back of the 6-inch figures that have like little shadows, and I would not bet against these 2 figures coming to the 6-inch scale line eventually. The Yeti and this guy, they both look dope. If they had 6-inch versions of these, I would most definitely
I would like to say that Grim the Executioner also has an opening on his backside.
Yes, 100%. Omar. Oh, his name is the Black. Oh, okay. Ray Paz, that's probably what you were trying to say, and I just didn't get it. I didn't understand.
That Yeti one, I know it's an exclusive. Do you think they would ever do that in the 6-inch scale? Because that would be a cool 6-inch figure.
What I mean by that is if you look, if you look on the back of the 6-inch package, there's 2 openings. There is a blank character here, and then a blank character here. And this Skeletron is up for pre-order right now. Greg and I talked about it last week on the show. You can go to their website and pre-order it. But there's 2 blank spaces for figures coming in the future. And then they teased these 2. So I am guessing that these 2 will make it to the 6-inch line eventually. Although that's just me speculating. I don't have any inside information, but I agree with you. I want this Yeti in 6-inch scale. This looks
That'd be cool.
Yeah. I think it'd be really cool. And so, yeah, both of these are great. This looks like
Translucent is fun.
yeah, like you can see this guy's got like a translucent visor. He's got eyes underneath there. So yeah, I'm hoping these two make the Butthurt Pirates. Yeah,
maybe.
Exactly. Let's see here. Brick has a question. Trevor, do you know what parts are unique to the Zolocon Executioner version that we won't be getting in retail? And just in case that's about to get answered, let's go back here to the screen.
Yeah, it's the translucent heads.
Oh, there we go. So the two translucent heads won't be available in the retailer version. Okay. Correct. I guess if I wasn't going, I could live with that. I'm not sure I would. I think that makes for a good exclusive when it's not something you need to have. It's right. Nice. It's a nice little bonus, but yeah. I don't think you need that. Yeah, I don't think I would ever display this guy without the hood. Really, to me, that's the allure of this figure is the hood.
Although that red head with the eyes, that is a pretty cool head. If I didn't use that on him, I'm definitely using it on something because that's a cool head.
Yeah. I wonder how that would look on like their last Warrior Beast or the first Warrior Beast release that Four Horsemen did. I wonder how that red Skull Man. Yeah, I think that would look pretty dope on there. All right, so where were we? Got these two. Cool. A company that I've always been interested in and something that I have never purchased from is the Formo Toys, and they're going to be having an exclusive from their Legends of Dragon Noir line. They're actually same figure, two different colorways. This guy is called the Orator, and it says when controlled by Onator, Orator's armor either turns red, or when he's controlled by Raytor, his armor turns blue. Both versions will be available for $36. And so we do have pictures of both. So this figure has been released before in two different colorways. You can see them in the background. In wave one, he's released in his yellow and red colorway. In the Legends of Dragon Noir, I believe it was wave 1.5. He was released in this blue colorway. And so you've got a gold and red version and a blue. I have to say, I'm really feeling this blue and gold version, and this is probably going to be a pickup for me. I didn't see this figure until last night, and I am excited for this blue and gold version.
I'm not a huge fan of the Oni style stuff, but the color on that, like you're talking about, the blue and the gold looks really nice.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. It looks like he comes with the same weapon twice. So he's dual wielding sort of like these crescent moon blades. This was a line of figures that when I first saw wave one, I was like, I'm all in. I'm going to get this whole thing because I love He-Man style stuff. But I just have never gotten around. I've flirted with picking stuff up at Legion's Con, but it always comes down to, man, I've got $40 extra. Do I buy another Legion's figure? Do I start a new line? Like it always comes down to that for me. So yeah, this is the year. I think I'm going to be jumping in on one of these. These guys look great. Nice. Next up, if you're into that 3 3/4 inch scale, Chicken Fried Toys is going to be bringing Keon Young to an actor to the show. Fans know him as Mr. Wu from Deadwood, Uncle Lin from Sons of Anarchy, and Tsunetomo Yamamoto from Godzilla Singular Point, Dr. Onda from Ultraman Rising, and Storm Shadow's voice from G.I. Joe. That's probably the only thing I know him from. Jiang, Avatar, The Last Airbender, The Hard Master, G.I. Joe Renegades, and Commander Sato from Star Wars Rebels. Oh, very cool. Very cool. Just to name a few of the characters he's created over the years. He has a tribute figure that will be available to purchase. So here is his figure, and then he will be there as well. And then Grindstone Toys, who I had mentioned partnering with right here for Skeletron, the Skeletron release, they will have their own exclusive, this guy right here, which I'm not sure who he is or what he is. I didn't pull up any other extra information on this, but it is going to be that 3 3/4 inch O-ring style. Then there is a company called Leah Toys out of Argentina. They have a series called the Cosmic Guardians, or also known as the Guardianes Cosmicos. They will have this.
This was the Red Sonja Guardians. Is this not it?
I believe, yes, this is,
Okay.
yes, Red Sonja Blue Spaceman is, I believe,
Mm.
what this guy's called. Hadron, the indestructible android, will be available as an exclusive there as well. So welcome to those guys. I think this might, I don't know, is this their first year? No, it says Leah Toys is back. So maybe they were there last year and had an exclusive and I just didn't know it. And then this is like another big, this is a part of their ultimate, the Zolocon Ultimate VIP ticket bundle is partnering with Lincoln Monsters for, it looks like this Mego scale, Mego style. I'm not sure. This kind of looks to me like a sloth. Astro Simeon's General Zol. So if this is something, that's the Argentinian faker. That's what that is. I love that. So there is this guy as well as part of the bundle. So hopefully, if you are attending, you saw something there that maybe you didn't know about that you may want to pick up, or maybe if you're not attending, you saw something you want to pick up. Just check with people. People are always, Dylan will get like 20 of these. Yes. So I learned a lot. I didn't know half of those exclusives. I only knew I knew a handful. So I've got my budget. I got my budget ready. I'm ready to go. You guys pray for me because next Friday morning is going to be tough. I'm going to have to get up about 3 a.m. to make the drive to Jacksonville to get to my flight, which is at 7. And then I'll be landing in Philadelphia, and Brian's going to be picking me up and shuttling me about all weekend. I fly home. I have a good fly home. It's like 10 in the morning, and then I get there at like 2, and I'll be home by like 5 in the evening on Monday. So it'll be fine. But man, leaving that morning is going to be a tough. Question: are the Guardians connected to Fuerza T at all? I have no idea. I hope somebody in the chat knows because I don't know. You did a little promo at the beginning. You want to do a promo now of where we can catch you next? I know you're rarely on YouTube, but
yeah, I'm everywhere. I would say the next like significant thing would be my customizing studio tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern. It's where we paint live, doing some custom stuff. But definitely check out Saturday Day Live today. I will not be on there, but they will have Mike from Zolocon talking about these exclusives, different things with, ticketing and any kind of questions you might have. Mike's going to answer those today on Saturday Day Live. And then he'll be back tonight on PGG, wondering why he agreed to do PGG. So if you want to see that look on his face, you can see that tonight.
Yeah, and it'll happen pretty quickly. I'd say within the first 10 or 15 minutes, he'll be like,
Yeah, because he's going to go through Saturday Day Live, and those guys are very professional. They're going to ask him like really serious questions, and then about probably 5-10 minutes into PGG, he's going to be like, "What did I agree to?" Yeah. Then he's going to have to like fake internet connection problems, and then like just leave, just ghost him. Yeah,
100%. Also, just in case anybody's wanting to know, I do believe. Oh man, I was going to say this with a fair amount of certainty, but now I don't know. Now that I'm thinking back through my memory, I don't know if Animal Warriors of the Kingdom is going to be there or not. I don't know. I need to reach out to those guys and find out if they're going to be attending. But I do know they'll be at Toy Atlanta, so we'll be seeing them soon. They're going to have some new painted prototypes from the next wave of stuff that's coming, which I can't wait to see. So yeah. So hey, thank you, Curtis, for filling in for Greg today. I super appreciate
Anytime.
it, buddy. I always enjoy having you on the show. Brick says he'll be there. That's really cool. That's awesome. So Brick will be there. He says they'll be there. Okay, Jason's going to be there. Great. Awesome. Very good.
Well, I did hear some Brick news last night on Offworld. Which is that he will be coming to the Pac Northwest meetup in June, representing AWOC. So anybody that is interested, it's up in the Oregon area, beautiful area. They are doing a little Mythic Meetup type thing, along with some other things. And Brick will be there representing AWOC.
Yeah, that's nice. Well, it's good to know that they will be there. That's fantastic because I need to pick up the other exclusive. Do we know if that's going to be there? It's not an exclusive to Zolocon. It was the 2 table drops from last year. I got the Archer. I need the other one. So the Pale. Yeah, there we go. More importantly, Sparrow will be there. That's it. Well, great. So
Brick's pretty important too.
Brick's a really nice guy. I can't wait to meet him in person one day. But yeah,
Great hair.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Mm.
So, well, thank you guys. It's been a long one. Kind of knew that was going to happen, but I appreciate you guys hanging in there doing this.
Actually, less than 2 hours. This is pretty good for us.
That's pretty good for you and I. And we had
me and you. We can talk.
We had all the Red Sonja stuff to get through. That was a lot.
Mm.
That was a lot.
It's true.
Yeah. So thank you guys for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Thank you for Curtis for being there. I thought for sure Greg would like send us some pics or something of the meetup. Maybe he's having too much fun with those guys.
Yeah, last time that we were on together, we got him to come on live, and then he got the Jackie pigtails, remember?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I love that. That screenshot.
That was awesome. That's one of my favorite pictures of Schmerber, where he's got the orange pigtails.
I keep that on my phone, man. That's always going to live there.
My screensaver.
But yeah. Oh, listen, we'll end on this comment. Late to the stream, but that was fun. Have a good weekend, Mark and Curtis. Also to the chat, have a good rest of your weekend and a great week. Absolutely, guys. There will not be a live show next week, as we will all be at Zolocon. We will try to post some videos. We'll probably try to do something, maybe go live together out in the lobby for a few minutes, but it's not going to be timed. It won't be right at 11 o'clock. It's just going to be haphazard. So just check the little shorts or anything that pops up on YouTube. So we'll be there, and then we'll be back to our regularly scheduled episode the week after. So thank you guys for hanging out. Curtis and I, we'll see you in the toy house.